Welcome to In the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt. and the L4 Security, the 13th Region Media Network. We are so glad to have you with us tonight. We pray that you are cozy and warm somewhere. It's one of those shows that we can't wait to share with you. Ronnie Smith here with my buddy Mondo Sima. We'll give some sponsor time. We'll be back right after these messages. We've got a great show for you tonight here on In the Huddle.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote. Thank you.
All right. It's our favorite time of the year. December is here, Mondo Sima. How in the world is it possible that it's December the 1st?
I know, man. Thanksgiving's come and gone, Ronnie. And, I mean, we've got Christmas ahead of us now. So, you know, we're still in the huddle. But we've got a different type of huddle to bring to you this coming week here.
Yeah, well, just have one game to talk about football-wise, and then we're getting head deep into our 15 top finest players, boys and girls, our preseason top 10 boys and girls. We've got some of our favorite coaches going to join us tonight. We've got a couple of stars in the 13th region. And Mondo, really, that's what it's all about, promoting these student athletes in the 13th region.
It is, and we're taking it to a different sport, to a different level. We'll recap the last team here that we had in the 13th region football wise. But hey, it's time to move on, man. But it's basketball season. Cats are running wild. They're got a big week ahead of them too. So man, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Let's take a look at that. The last team standing in the 13th region was the Corbin Redhounds, and Mondo, they came out really hot in this game. A 6-hour drive over to Paducah Tillman, 14-10 halftime lead, but they just couldn't. They ran out of gas a little bit there in the second half, and Corbin wins the region but loses in the state semifinals.
Yeah, talked to Coach Salmons briefly a little bit today. They're still kind of licking their wounds there, Ronnie. They had every expectation in the world to win that game, but Paducah came out, man. They were ready. They were physical. Big, strong team there on the line of scrimmage, and a lot of times that's where the game is won, Ronnie, is on the line of scrimmage, and that's what they did. Cade was running for his life all night, and the defense was just on the field a little too long, and Paducah ended up pulling that game out. So, but Coach Salmons, he came into the fold late in the year. I think you'll see a little different look for the Red Hounds this coming year as he develops his own style of program, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Red Hounds are always there in the final, in the mix of things. So, but don't take anything away from those guys, Ronnie. They had a tremendous year.
Yeah, they really did. And congratulations to the Corbin Redhounds. Nothing to hang your head. Bell County went far. All the teams that made it to the playoffs. We had a ball this year interviewing close to 35 to 40 players this year, plus the coaches. And we were able just to have a great time with that. But without further ado, I want to bring on our first guest. Just speaking of Redhounds, man, I know you got a history with this guy right here, Mr. Mondo Sima. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about your buddy, but we're so glad to have Coach Eddie Mahan from the North Laurel Lady Jaguars. Coach, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight. Wait just a minute. There, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
That better? Can you hear me now?
It depends on how you look at it.
Guys, I appreciate you all having me. It's the time of year that I look forward to all year long. It's after Thanksgiving. We're full. We're ready to go now. And now it's basketball season.
Well, just, we want to give our heartfelt condolences to you, Coach. I know you've been through tough. I've been through that myself. And I know, man, how important is it for you to have your team right now to help carry you through, to kind of help you get your mind off the loss of your hero in your life?
Definitely my hero. And like you said, we had 2 scrimmages right around the time of my dad's death. And honestly, I thank God for those scrimmages. Thank God for my team. Really was a tough week for us during that time, but it's been a tough 2 years with my family's health and stuff. So it's definitely one of those situations where it's tough. I miss my dad. My dad was my hero. I love him to death. But as a Christian, I know I'll see him again.
Amen. And that's our piece. And just wanted to start off by that because you've had so many people that are praying for you. But Coach, you've got a lot of stars coming back on this team, and the future's so bright. Thinking about the great run you had last year, going all the way through the region. Kind of tell the 13th region fans what's going on with your team right now.
Well, I think everybody understands Brooke Nicholson's a superstar. She's one of the best athletes in the state of Kentucky, the best athlete I think I've ever coached at any level. My first over a decade was coaching at University of Cumberland's college, and I'm telling you, I don't think I've ever coached a better athlete than Brooke Nicholson. And she does stuff so naturally. So unbelievable kid, unbelievable player, and I think everybody knows what we have with her. But then you got Mariella Claybrook, who even though she's kind of been under the radar in the 13th region, she has numerous Division I offers. She's 6'2", she's long, great defensively. Is probably a Power 5 kid right now on the defensive end of the basketball. She just is still coming along with her aggressiveness on the offensive side, and I love seeing her develop. And she's a tremendous kid, unbelievable kid. So I love seeing that development. Great point guard in Haley Combs, second year with us there. Very smart point guard, a very talented kid. Has numerous colleges looking at her right now. And then you start looking at our youth. And man, we are very, very young, but we are very talented in that youth. And I'm pretty proud of that group. And that's the great thing about being a coach is when you have potential to be even better than where you are, it's your job to get them there. And what an exciting thing it is to do to be able to every day show up and say, I get to make you better today.
Well, one thing you've been able to do, Coach, and a lot of people that aren't around North Laurel may not have seen is you've been very involved because of your daughter and different ones in coaching these younger teams. Man, how many games do you coach a year altogether, Coach?
I couldn't count. I'm going to tell you right now, it's tough. You better love basketball if you're going to coach that many games. But even before my daughter was in middle school, I wanted to be – that was my first thing when I got to North Laurel. I'm going to be involved at the middle school level. I'm going to make sure that they develop the way that I want them to develop, because sooner – in girls basketball, they start playing so young for you. They can really start contributing as an eighth grader or a freshman. So you better have them ready. And so I've always been very involved in the middle school. I want to continue to do that. I probably was at the least amount of games this year that I ever have, just because of my mom and dad's health and was not able to be there, unfortunately. But that is always a primary goal of mine, is to make sure that we're developing our next generation, because it's one thing to have a good team. It's another thing to have a good program. And that's what we want to do.
That's a great point. Mondo Sima, you know this guy. You know a lot about him. You guys go way back. I'm sure you got a lot to say that you could say. Maybe you can't say on the air. I don't know. But he's first class. Love this guy. Love the way he coaches and just what he brings and what he's done up there at North Laurel.
Well, first off, I mean, what a tremendous person, and know his family. Sister was my English teacher, and just you can't get any better people than what Coach Mahan comes from. So, my sister, Amanda Creets, thanks a lot to you, Coach, and what you do. And I spoke with her briefly tonight about you and your program. And the biggest thing that she hit on was, what you do for the youth and how you personally have built this program there at North Laurel. So tell us a little bit about that and how you developed, getting to where you are right now.
Well, it was a building process, because 14, 15 years ago, 2010, 2011, when I came to North Laurel, we were not very good the first couple of years. The people that's been around and know this, we made the region tournament, but we made the region tournament with only 9 wins, and was a struggle. And then we upset the number 1 team in the region that year, and that kind of started a building trend for us, that each year we started getting better and better. But it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. You have to be involved with the youth of your community. You have to develop your middle school. You have to make sure they're learning the fundamentals that you I don't mean to make it sound like it's 2 different games, but girls and boys basketball is completely different. You can really, really contribute, one, at an earlier age, and 2, you don't have to have superior strength or athleticism, I think, to really be a good high school player. You can really just develop your skills, and you can still be pretty dominant, especially in our area. So if you will really work with these kids at an early age and build that development, then I think you can have a consistently strong program year in and year out. For us, our program goals are to win a region championship every year. That's what we're going for. We want to attempt to make a run at state every single year. We know at the state level it's really tough, but that's the direction that we're trying to get to.
Well, Coach, it's no doubt you've had superstars there in your program. You spoke of Brooke Nicholson earlier, and Mariella Claybrook. So when you have these type of superstars, sometimes there's a little personalities involved too. So what do you do to be able to mesh that together to develop into a team atmosphere?
Culture is everything. And I think with girls, it may be even more important than boys. They have to at least have a mutual respect for one another, and then they have to understand that the ultimate goal of the team is to win. The ultimate goal of the team is to win a district, win a region. I think our school went 25 years without a district championship, and then we have rolled off. I have no clue how many straight now. I think it's 7, 8 straight, something like that. I don't know. But, we went 25 years without a district championship at North Laurel, the biggest school in the 13th region. There is no way that should ever happen, in my opinion, of going that long. So we really had to change the culture when I got there, and then we really had to continue building it. And that's what I think. If anybody wants to know what the secret of our success is, we preach culture on a daily basis of team unity, team bonding, sacrifice for the team, that team first mentality. And the girls are probably sick of it right now, because that's all I've done for the last week is preach on that right there. And that's what I feel like I do. I preach a daily message of that sacrifice daily.
Coach, we appreciate what you do here in the 13th region. And in the years coming, you're going to be a legend in the sport in your own right. So, but, while we finish this thing, tell us, for the people that may not know, how did you get involved in girls basketball?
Actually, I went to Cumberland, and I was a semester late going there, and a man named Dr. Broom got me involved on the men's side. He said, you talked about loving basketball, you talked about different things, and I had no idea what I want to do with my life. Most of college I didn't. And Dr. Broom was a guiding force for me, like I think he was a lot of people that went to at the time, Cumberland College, not University of Cumberland's. But he was a guiding voice who guided me in the right direction, got me hooked up with the men's basketball team, ended up working into a assistant's role there. A paying role on the women's side opened up. Melissa Irvin offered me a position there, and I guess the rest is history. I never thought I would end up coaching high school basketball when I got started. I didn't know I'd go into coaching in the first place, to be honest with you. But then even after I got into coaching, I didn't think I would go backwards from college back to high school. But my daughter ended up having some health issues. We had a lot of surgeries and things like that for my daughter, Bella, who's now a freshman on my team now, which is a miracle that she's a player like what she is after having so many surgeries when she was young. But I ended up taking the job at North Laurel, and it turned out to be a blessing. Honestly, it was God's way of putting me in the right spot at the right time.
Well, man, we appreciate you. Ronnie, Hall of Famer at North Laurel, is going to be in the Hall of Fame, and the KHSAA girls side of things. Just a tremendous guy, and a privilege to have here in our 13th region.
Appreciate you, Mondo.
Well, thanks for joining us, Coach. Best of luck to you this year. You know me, if I can do anything in the world for you, let me know. And we wish you nothing but the best.
Guys, appreciate both of you all.
All right, have a great night. That's Coach Mahan from North Laurel. The Lady Jaguars having a great preseason, and we are going to kick right on in and with another interview of another great coach who's coming in here, Mr. Kyle Jones. Coach Jones, thank you for taking a minute to join us tonight.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, just kind of talk about preseason. Obviously, it's a new year. What a ride last year, man! You had this mountains all of here, Southeast Kentucky. Man, everybody in the world was just so proud of how God blessed you all and what you were able to accomplish. Man, how in the world do you ever try to follow up a year like last year coming into this new season?
I don't know. That's a good question. We're just trying to take it, it's kind of cliche. We're trying to take it one day at a time, and just, focusing on this season. We'll never forget that season we had last year. I know I won't, and the kids won't, and our community. But, we still feel like we got the chances to have a pretty good basketball team this year. And, it's going to be a lot different look for us. We've got to get some points and rebounds from multiple places this season where we don't have Trent Noah, and we also lost a kid in Caleb Johnson started for us. That was a really good player for us and leader. So we're just having to fill some spots with different kids.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize you lost Caleb, so yeah, that'll be tough for you as well. But hey, The sun rises there. You got a great player in Maddox Huff, one of the premier shooters, not only in the region, in the state, stepping up. What kind of role is he providing for you in leadership this year?
Maddox, he's took on definitely a bigger role with us leadership wise. He was a good leader for us last year, but this year he's going to have to do a little bit of more of that vocally. And Maddox leadership can come from different ways. And Maddox is kind of like Trent in that aspect. I've never been around kids that that work so hard. Their leadership comes from action. It's just so great to be around those kids. They work so hard, and just set a great example for our younger kids coming up.
I just enjoyed, to be sidelined last year and get to see you coach, and the passion that you have, because you've known these kids, you've been raised around these kids, you've helped groom these kids. What does it mean to you to be the coach of the Harlan County Black Bears?
I said it when they hired me a few years ago. It's a dream come true to coach at Harlan County High School. I'm from Harlan County. I played at Harlan Independent, but I'm still from Harlan County. It's just different being from the area we're from. We take a lot of pride in different stuff, but basketball is definitely one of them. And just super excited and blessed to be able to coach this team.
Well, you're doing a heck of a job. And Mondo Sima, I don't know, have you ever had a chance to be over there at their facility and see the high school and the gym? But they no doubt have the best high school in the 13th region as far as a facility.
Absolutely. That whole Harlan County complex is just phenomenal, and something that, you guys should be proud of from top to bottom. But, Coach Jones, you come from legendary coaching background, your dad, your brother. Those guys did a lot of big things there. I grew up in the Charles Thomas days and that, but man, you guys just a tremendous year last year. But just hit on about what it's like to coach a kid like Trent Noah, who's now with UK.
Well, for one, he makes the coach look a lot better than he probably is. He's just a phenomenal player, kid. He actually came and watched our scrimmage yesterday, and it was just so great to see him there. And just a special kid. I'm just truly blessed to be able to coach a kid like that. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And you alluded to Charles Thomas. My father coached him, and I can remember as a young boy watching those guys in the gym playing, and he was such a great player. And Charles actually got to come to the game right before Trent broke his scoring record for our county. And such an honor to be able to coach a kid like that. And never forget what he's done for me. He's done so much for me. I've got to meet so many people through him, college coaches, and just forever grateful.
Well, you're famous too, because you're in his commercial. I saw that on TV today.
Yeah, probably the first and only I'll ever be in. But
Well, hey, I can say one thing about Coach Jones, Ronnie. He's on the all-gun coach squad, number one there. He's got the biggest guns in the region for the coach. You send me your workout plan here when we get off this air. So, just tremendous guy, tremendous coach. Another one, Ronnie, that we're just proud to have here in our region.
I appreciate that. I think I always tell people, no coach loses on purpose. I think coaches prepare differently, but I think most coaches that are coaching at this level and beyond, they have to prepare and work hard. And, it's no different at Harlan County. I've got a great staff, and we just, excited to get started, and excited to see what we can do this year. It's going to be a great challenge for us as defending champs. And, I really feel like this year in the 13th region, I won't name the 6, but I think there's about 6 teams that could potentially win the 13th region this year.
Yeah, the region tournament's going to be phenomenal as it was last year, and you're right, Coach. You start right off the bat, man. You got Corbin coming to town Friday night. I mean,
Yeah.
you just wanted to kick this season off, but that's going to be a great game over there at Harlan County. Anybody in the area, they want to see a heck of a basketball game. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, we play Perry Central tomorrow, which is a predominant power in the 14th region. We play them at Oneida Baptist in a classic, and then we turn around and play Corbin Friday night, which Corbin's just a traditional power in the 13th region. Coach Petrosky got a lot of respect for him, and he played against my brother, played in college with my brother. I know him well, and they never have a down year at Corbin in any sport. I mean, they always produce great athletes, and I think they're I'll go ahead and say I think they're one of those six. I think that could probably cut the nets down at the end.
Well, Mondo, regardless, we know Harlan County is going to be right there, and Coach, it just means a lot to us to take the time to kick off this season, and you're so busy getting ready. And I just would say, as a fan of the 13th region, keep that passion, man. I love watching you work those sidelines. It is just it's rejuvenating, and some people don't even act like they're having any fun out there, but you seem like you're really having a good time, and we notice that, man, in the region, and we like what we see, and we appreciate your passion.
I really appreciate that, and if that's one thing about it. I think if you're going to coach, you got to give it everything you got, and while you're there, that's what they pay you to do, and and hopefully, if I do anything, maybe my kids can feed off a little bit of that energy, and but I want to mention one thing. We had a kid that had a really traumatic injury before.
Yes.
Lost a finger and part of two other fingers in a firework accident back in the summer. And he's one of our better players. And I just wanted to give an update on him. He has progressed so well from what he's went through. And, I think that's really, brought our team together this year. And, can see that anything's possible, with a little hard work. And, just wanted to give an update on him because a lot of people would ask about him, and just a special kid, and a special kid to our community and our ball team in school, and Reggie Cottrell. And I'm just really thankful that he's able to play basketball for us this season.
Yeah, Coach, he's on my all hair team.
Yeah.
He's got the great hair, man. He's got it great. And, if I remember correctly, even in the region tournament, he had something on his arm. You could tell he was hurting, and maybe he couldn't shoot like he could. So he's the one-arm bandit, even in the region tournament.
Broken wrist in the regional tournament. He's just a tough. There's not many kids like that anymore. I always thought, 80s, 90s, kids were so tough, watching them play, and me playing in the 90s. But, there's still some of those guys left, and we definitely have one of those guys in Reggie Cottrell.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that update, and we're glad that he's doing well, and the boy can play defense. I tell you that. And again, he's one of those that have passion. But Coach, good luck to you. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we wish you the best of luck this year.
All right, nice talking to you, fellas.
Thanks, buddy.
We'll see you down the road. Thanks, Coach. That was Coach Kyle Jones from Harlan County. He's one of the best around. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we've got two unbelievable players in the 13th region that we want to interview and talk to and introduce to the 13th Region Media Network this year. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in the Huddle, which is presented by Martin's Peterbilt and the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
We are back here on In the Huddle. Ronnie Smith with my good buddy Mondo Simon. Mondo, we've had two great coaches in Eddie Mahan and Kyle Jones. Now we want to introduce our first player of the night from the 13th region, a Black Bear himself, Mr. Maddox Huff. Maddox, how you doing tonight, my friend?
Doing good. Appreciate y'all having me. How are y'all doing?
Hey, we're doing great, man. And, man, I'm just a big fan. I just enjoy watching you. And, man, you had such a great career so far. But I know Trent's went on. But, man, the career's not over. You guys have some things that you want to prove this year, don't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we had a great season last year, and I'm super fortunate that we were able to do that. But our goals this year are none short of that of last year. We want to get back to that same spot we were in the state championship, and this season win it all.
Well, you guys are definitely there, right at the top, cream of the crop, and just kind of thinking about one thing I love about you. And I coach elementary team here. And I actually was talking to my kids about it when we started our season. I noticed that just being a journalist and different things, your pregame warm-up and what you do to prepare. I mean, you are one of the best shooters in the region, and may go down as one of the best to ever come out of the region. But I noticed that you are very intentional with your warm-ups and starting out around the goal. Who taught you that? How long you been doing that? And kind of share with some fans on here the work that you put into getting ready for a game.
Well, I mean, it's grown a lot in the last few years. A lot of it comes from my dad. I mean, he's my biggest helper. He's my biggest keeping me doing the right things. But this year, and last year, I wanted to take my shooting to a different level. I felt like I wasn't as efficient 3-point wise as I wanted to be, and something that translates to college is 3-point shooting. So I knew that going in that I needed to be a great shooter last year. So being super attention to detail, and I was super fortunate to go to a Steph Curry camp over the
Oh,
summer.
great.
I was selected to that through AAU, so I got to learn from his personal trainer, with how he warms up and how he shoots. So a lot of that stuff I still use now, and it's really helped, and it gives me confidence that after I do that stuff, just subconsciously, and my body knows that it's time to shoot, it's time to make shots.
Yeah, well, it was very intentional, very impressive. The determination and focus you had, balls bouncing all around you, everybody else is shooting, and you're doing your thing. And once I noticed that, man. That's something that a coach will notice. But
Appreciate
let's go back to the summer, man. I remember I was sitting in my living room. I heard about Reggie. Heard there was an accident. We didn't know at first how bad that it was going to be. People put him on prayer chats and prayer rooms to pray for him. Kind of take us back, man, when you found out your buddy might have lost his hand at one time. We didn't know what was going to happen. Where were you, man? How'd you find out? And man, what's it mean to have him on the floor with you?
Well, I was unfortunately I was out of town that day. I wasn't in Harlan on the 4th of July, but I remember getting a text from one of my teammates asking what happened to Reggie, and I was just like completely out of it. I didn't know anything was going on. So, talking to other people, I ended up figuring out what happened. But, I mean, super unfortunate, but, everything happens for a reason. And it's crazy to say, but I mean, when he sat out for 3 months, I mean, he got a lot better in that 3 months, and he didn't do a thing. So, I mean, it's, it's really brought us together as a team. I feel like, especially a few of us and him. I mean, going to see him and see what he was going through, and that he couldn't be on the court doing what he loved. I mean, that hurt a lot of us. So we just take it day by day, being so grateful and being full of gratitude that we can play the game we love, and be healthy enough to play it. And seeing him on the court now in practice and now in games, and tomorrow for the first game is just a joy for him, and a joy for all of us that we get to experience that with him.
Man, Maddox, that's just a great perspective, man. You can't, we can't take it for granted that we have tomorrow. And Mondo Simon, I know you've got to see this kid play. He's unbelievable, one of the sharpshooter. And Reggie, he's just a defensive guy, tenacity. They're surrounded by a good team over there. They got a great group of young people coming up, and Mondo, they're going to have a great year.
Hey, just first of all, thanks for coming on, Maddox. I think you're a tremendous player, and I watched you play a few times, and to me, man, the first time I watched you, I'm like, this dude, he's like so silky smooth with the ball, making all the right plays, passes. You remind me so much of a young Jason Williams. I mean, I'm serious, that.
That's a big compliment for sure, Jason Williams.
Yeah, I mean, the Jason Williams of 13th region, Ronnie. I mean, kid's so smooth. I mean, yeah. But, you talked about your shooting a lot, and, going to the Steph Curry camp. But, Trent's gone. He was probably the centerpiece, a lot last year. So tell us about your role and how you've involved. You're probably the leader of this team now, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, losing him is such a big piece, having that guy that you can rely on throughout the game. I mean, he's such a great player, and everybody sees that now that he's at the University of Kentucky. But I was just listening to Coach Jones talking on here, and I've really just been trying to lead by example. And, postseason, day after we get beating the state championship, trying to show the guys like I'm back in the gym. It's eyes forward, got to be looking forward to the next thing we can do as a team. So really just been trying to lead by example, been trying to instill confidence in everybody, let them know that I believe in them, and that even though we lost, a great player in Caleb Johnson, and then the best player in the state last year in Trent, that we can still go back and win the state championship.
Well, you're exactly right, Maddox. That's what it takes. And it's leading by example and showing your teammates and paving the way for them. But I see that ETSU shirt on. Is that someplace you've committed? I mean, are you thinking about that, or what's going on for the future with you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've already committed. I've signed. So I'm just focused on the high school season now. And then after that's over, I'll be in Johnson City playing for ETSU.
Well, they're going to be lucky to have you, my friend, and we're lucky to have you. And Ronnie Smith, best point guard. I'm just going to say probably all the state right now. I mean, just tremendous asset to 13th Region. Kid is silky smooth, and it's going to be so fun to watch with Kyle Jones and the Black Bears.
Yeah, he can shoot. He can post up. He can run the point. He can do a little bit of everything. And but one thing that I know about you, Maddox, let's talk about some of your teammates before we let you go that you're surrounded with. Maybe mention some players that people don't know that maybe they didn't see. That played with you a lot last year. Who do you feel like it's their year to step up and help you and Reggie and Carter?
Well, when you lose two starters, you have to have more than just one guy step up. I feel like I'm going to have to step up big, and Reggie, of course, and then everybody that's going to play for us is going to have to step up. Like you said, Carter, JC, he's going to have to step up a lot, and in the past two scrimmages, he has done that. I mean, he's being more of an offensive threat, rebounding well, guarding great, and ran out the starting lineup with Brody Napier. I mean, him last year in the state championship. I mean, a lot of people watch the state championship, but they don't realize how well he played, guarding Travis Perry, and then scoring, I think, 7 straight at one point in the third quarter. Like, that's something nobody sees, and I really think he'll be a huge piece for us. And then the transfer Trenton Cole from Harlan. I mean, he started 2 years at Harlan as an 8th grader and as a freshman, so he has a ton of experience coming in, can play on the ball and off the ball, and we've spent a lot of time together and have built a lot of great chemistry, and that was one of the biggest things going for us last year. So got a lot of great guys, and super excited to start the season off tomorrow with them.
Yeah. Well, man, we're your fans. We root for you. 13th Region's behind. You look studious like me tonight, man. I like the look. You got to be a student athlete, not just an athlete.
For sure.
And you're just charisma, man. And I've just enjoyed getting to talk to you tonight. God's got something special for you, young man, and you just stay in his will.
Yes, sir, for sure. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all having me on here too.
All right. Well, have a great night. Mr. Maddox Huff been with us tonight from Harlan County. We'll see you down the road.
All right. Sounds good. See you. Thank you.
All right. What a great interview, Mondo.
Hey, great speaker, great talker. He's on that all-hair team too, Ronnie.
Yes.
Something that we're losing here as the years go on for us.
Oh, man. Boy, is it tough. But we want to go right ahead and bring our last guest of the night because we're going to go over the top 15, top 10 teams. We've got so much to go over. But this girl right here, I call her the beast from the East, from Knox Central, Miss Collins. Thank you for joining us tonight. How you doing?
Thank you. Thank you all for having me. I'm doing good. How are you all?
Well, we're doing great. You're just one of my favorite players to watch. I believe that you could beat 75% of the boys in the 13th region. You are just a beast. I'm telling you, and just think that you got a whole another year to come back and be able to play. Tell us your mind frame coming into this season after having such a great season last year.
Last year it was a great season. It definitely wasn't the season we wanted, but it was like a shoulda, coulda, woulda situation.
Yeah.
And this season, it's definitely win the region. We haven't ever done that in Knox Central, and we just want to make history. And I know the girls, we have 6 seniors on the team. We're a veteran team, having discipline and just leading, all of us leading as an example and pulling the wagon. I think we'll be good, and I think we'll have a step ahead of everybody with the veteran team.
Yeah, 6 seniors, as you mentioned, that's something that's not usual anymore because a lot of times they get away. So, what's the chemistry like on the team this year?
Oh, it's great. I know we have Shelby, but it's like she's been there forever. I know her mom, Kim. She's a legend at Knox Central, obviously, but I feel like Shelby's just a part of Knox Central, just like I was. when I first walked in, and we just make her feel like she's at home. And we've all stuck together like glue. You know, on the court we battle each other, we kill each other. You know, you think we'd hate each other at sometimes, but off the court we're family. You know, we crack up, we giggle, it's chemistry. It's a lot of chemistry.
Yeah, that makes or breaks you, and it seems like from what I've seen preseason and the talk that I've heard, just the culture that's there in Panther Nation and Knox Central, the expectations that you have. I really believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you don't win the 13th region, it'll be a disappointment for you.
Oh, I totally agree. I think I think if we don't win it this year, then it definitely is a disappointment because we have so much talent. Not even that we work so hard, and if anybody deserves it, I think it's us. And I think a lot of people agree with that. And being Knox Central, like when I first came to Knox Central, we was looked at as one of the worst teams. And looking at the rankings, like I know rankings never matter, but when I first showed up there, we wasn't even top 5. And looking the other day, we was 1. And like I said, the rankings don't matter, but going from barely being top 10 to 1 is like we've got somewhere. Like somebody sees how hard we work and how much time we put into this. And I know us 6 seniors, we look at each other and we're like we're playing for each other. And we're we'll I tell everybody this: we'll go on the court and we'll we'll have a black eye and we'll have bruises. We'll fight. We'll fight before we lose.
Yeah. Well, Mondo, that's something that's intangible because coach can only teach so much. It's up to the players on how they're going to respond, and a lot of people think Knox Central is going to do that. And Miss Collins right here leading the pack.
Well, Haley, number 1 ranked player in the region. That's not taken very likely. So congratulations to you on that. And so for the viewers here watching tonight, Haley, tell us a little bit about what you have put in, your effort, what you do in the summer and the off season to be able to obtain this ranking here for you.
Oh well, this past not season, but to me, because I'm always playing basketball. But over the summer, I took off AAU. I've played it ever since I was a little girl, and I felt like a break was needed. Basketball got a little tiring last year, so I felt like a mental break was the best. And honestly, it was, because right now I enjoy it more than I ever have ever since that break. And but I didn't take a full break. So I was always in the weight room about 5 or 6 times a week, eating right, going in the gym. My coach, he was actually talking about it the other day. I would text him at 7 a.m. in the morning. Not even that. I had 2 or 3 different jobs. Like I'm always going at it. My work ethic is always through the roof, and I'm never sitting. If you ever see me sitting, it may be for like 30. So very rare.
Well, obviously you're a leader on this team, Haley. So tell us a little bit about your team chemistry, what you guys do away from the court that, helps create that bond.
Oh yeah, for sure. We have a big, like I said earlier, we have a big chemistry. A lot of us actually, we take the same classes together where we are seniors, and off the court, sometimes we'll go to Mexican, or we'll just hang out with each other, or we'll just talk. Sometimes we'll go in the locker room like a couple hours before the game starts, just have that chemistry, or we'll talk on the bus. Like we'll just do little stuff to have chemistry. But we're together. We've been together, some of us, like since we're in 7th grade, and I've known these girls forever. My mom was talking about it the other day. When I was at North, if we was playing against Knox Central, I was in the Knox Central huddle, talking to those girls. That's how much we know each other and how big of friends we are. So.
Well, you're exactly right. It's all one big bond. I mean, it don't matter what sport you're playing now with social media and everybody knows everybody, and summer ball and all that. But Haley, in closing this thing out, I mean, obviously a tremendous player here at the high school level, and I know we're focusing on the present, but what does your future look like? Like, what do you want to do? Do you have a school in mind? I mean, tell us about that.
Oh yeah, I committed to the University of Pikeville. I'm really excited for that. But after basketball quits, I'm really looking forward to doing CrossFit. I really love working out. It's like if I'm not touching the basketball, I'm lifting. So definitely in the CrossFit game, doing stuff like that. But when it comes to a job, I want to be some type of pediatrician. I'm not sure. I love working with kids. I've always liked helping people, but not also that. I like working in the want to work in the pediatric because I want to help kids that's been through adversity just like I have, and just to lead as an example.
Great player, great asset, Ronnie. Another good one. And I have done CrossFit too, and I know for a fact that builds explosiveness, Haley. So kudos to you. That's not easy either. That's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, and you just wait till you get to see her play this year, Mondo. She is the beast from the East. That's the name I'm giving her. Listen, I remember you telling us that you were going to take the summer off, and then you answered that. I wondered if you was going to actually be able to do that. And I think that's some things it's mental. It's able to sit back and enjoy it. I want to talk about your coach. I played against your coach in high school. Love him so dearly, Coach Warren. He's such a great guy. What kind of support has he given you through your career?
Coach Warren, he's definitely a hard head. I'll give him that. He definitely pushes us. He also like teaches 110%. He wants us to be a family, but he also knows that hard work is much more than talent, and that's all he wants us to hang our heads on. Sorry, but hard work is all he wants from us, and that's all we can get for him. And like I said, he's hard on us and he's down our throats a lot, but he just loves us and wants the best for us now and in the future.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. We're all fans. We're proud of you. God's been good to you. We look forward to seeing you play this year. And thank you for joining us tonight.
For having me.
All right. Have a great night, Miss Ailey Collins from Knox Central. She is a ball player. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we've got the top 15 finest players for the boys and the girls in the 13th region. And then we're going to talk about the top 10 teams. We'll be back right after this message. You're listening to Martin's Peterbilt presentation of the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network in the Huddle.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote. Thank you.
And we are back here on In the Huddle. It's Martin Peterbilt's presentation of the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Ronnie Smith with Mondo Sima. We are going to dig right in to the top 15 finest players in the 13th region. Mondo, we're going to start out looking for the girls coming in at number 15.
Well, Ronnie, you've got Pavel's Ava Arnett here at number 15.
Arnett could very well be one of the most underrated players in the 13th region. She has tremendous size, and she can score from anywhere on the floor, Mondo. She averaged 13 points and 7.5 rebounds in the past season.
Coming in at 14, Whitley County's Maddie Hopkins.
Maddie is a fantastic season last year, and expect her to even have a better one. She's a sophomore this year. She led Whitley in scoring with 14 points a game and pulled down almost 8 rebounds a game. She is a baller for the Colonels.
And Coach Mahan's Haley Combs here coming in at 13.
She's one of the most underrated guards in the 13th region. She very rarely turns the ball over, and she can play defense as good as anyone. Look for her to move up in the player rankings as well as the season progresses. She averaged 7 points and 3.5 rebounds, but she is a key at the point guard position to that Lady Jaguar team.
Number 12, Middlesboro Yellow Jackets, Kiwi Betts.
Betts looks to finish her playing career at Middlesboro in style. Last year, she averaged 17.3 points a game, Mondo, and she hit 46 3-pointers, and she no doubt is a top 15 fine player here in the league.
Bell County's Kyrie Lamb coming in at number 11.
She is a big threat in the paint while establishing herself as one of the most predominant post players in the region. She's tall, and she averaged a rare double-double last season. She averaged 12.5 points a game, but she also pulled down, Mondo, 12 rebounds a game.
Wow. Aubrey Clemens, our volleyball player, Ronnie, coming in at number 10 for Whitley County.
Yeah, Clemens quietly made a name for herself last season, and she'll continue to show why she's a top player in the region this winter. She averaged 13 points and almost 10 rebounds a game. She is tall, and she can block some shots in there as well. So the Colonels have 2 out of the top 15.
Mariella Claybrook coming in at number 9 for North Laurel.
Well, she's already getting a lot of offers from college. She'll move up quickly this season. She's been looking at many Division I schools and deserving so. She averaged 7 points and 7 rebounds last year, but remember, they had some giants in there. They had a great team. She's young, she's hungry, and she's going to have a heck of a season.
Number 8, Imani Nguyen from Harlan Green Dragons.
She's one of those girls that can do it all, Mondo. Need an inside-out shot, she can do it. She can handle the ball. She's a problem solver. She's somebody that can score in the paint. She is Miss Do It All. She averaged 18 points a game last year, Mondo.
Wow.
And 8 rebounds, and she's back.
That's crazy. Kylie No, another Green Dragon here at number 7.
Yeah, she's a force in the paint, and one of the big reasons why many believe Harlan can make a deep postseason run. You had Wynn average 18 points a game, Mondo. No averaged 18.6 points a game and 6.5 rebounds. You've got almost 35 to 40 points a game. That's why Harlan has number 7 and number 8 in the top 10.
Number 6, Skeeter Mabe from South Laurel.
It seems like these Mabes have been playing for years as she enters her sophomore season. She's been playing since the 7th grade. I love to watch her play. The best is yet to come for her. She's now a sophomore. She's averaged 13 points, 4 rebounds last year. I think Skeeter is going to have an unbelievable season this year for South Laurel. She comes in at number 6. Shelby Mills comes in at number 5, and she transferred from South to Knox Central. She is a great player. She could be the missing piece of the puzzle for the Lady Panthers to unseat North Laurel. She can flat out score. She's a great ball handler. She averaged 18 points a game for South Laurel, hit 100 3-pointers, and finished shooting 28% from the 3-point range.
Got Ronnie at number 4, Kylie Clem for the Lady Redhounds.
Yeah, Kylie's back. She's one of the best guards and clutch players in the 13th region. She's got tons of energy, solid defensively. You talk about a girl that plays with passion. I love to watch her play. She averaged 14 points a game, hit 39 3-pointers, and she'll have a great season. She's top 5 for the Corbin Lady Redhounds.
Number 3, Abby Gilbert, Jackson County.
She had a great year last year. She averaged over 19 points and 10.5 rebounds a game. Both were her team best last year. She is extremely tall, probably her and Claybrook, one of the tallest in the region, averaging that double. She's going to dominate inside, and she helped Jackson County to go farther than a lot of people expected last year. She comes in at number 3.
Ronnie, number 2, Brooke Nicholson, that we had the opportunity to talk to Coach Mahan about here from North Laurel.
She has established herself as not only one of the best offensive players in the 13th region, but also defensively as well. She scored 18 points a game and pulled down 10 rebounds a game. She's one of those players, Mondo. She gets the rebound. She can go the length of the court. She can slash. She could pull up for a 3. And you could see her and Collins being 1-2 all year, and they could go vice versa because they're both ballers.
And number 1, Haley Collins from Knox Central.
Yes, what a great interview we had with her. Last year, Mondo, 23 points a game, 13 rebounds a game. And she's back and going to have a phenomenal season again this year. You saw her. She's leading those 6 seniors on that team. She's got great expectations, and she is well deserving here. The Dixon Law Office number 1 player rating in the preseason here as a fine player in the 13th region. Miss Collins there from Knox Central. Mondo, now we can go on and take another look here at the girls preseason top 10 teams in the region.
Well, you got it, Ronnie. Coming in at number 10 here is the Pineville Lady Mountain Lions.
Yeah, Pineville was 20-10 last year. Nadine Johnson, they're going to miss her. But they've got Ava Arnett and Rachel Howard, the left-handed pitcher. You remember her from softball, Mondo. She's a great defensive player, and they're going to be in contention for the 51st district title.
Number 9, Clay County Lady Tigers.
Yeah, they faced tough seasons recently. They were only 11-20 last year, but they returned Madison Penland and Anna Samples, who could lead them and help turn their season around.
Number 8, Bell County.
Well, you know, Coach David Teague, he's been there forever. They're going to miss Gracie Joe Wilder. They were 18-14 last year, but don't count them out. They've got Carrie Lamb, we talked about, Kaylee Greer-Gann. They've got Lauren McGeorge, and they've got Miss Allen, and they are going to be competitive there in the 52nd district.
Number 7, Whitley County, Ronnie. Saw 2 players of them in the top 10 for the Lady Colonels.
Yeah, and Mike Petrie steps in as the head coach. They've got Maddie Hopkins and Aubrey Clemens, Jonna Rice, and Autumn Sawyers. They're talented enough to make a push for the 50th district crown.
And number 6, the Jackson County Lady Generals.
Yeah, we talked about Abby Gilbert, one of the tallest players in the region. They're going to be one of the top teams. She's very underrated, and she's looking to finish her career at Lady Generals by leading Jackson County to a regional crown.
Coming in at number 5, the Corbin Lady Redhounds.
Yeah, while some predict they will take a step back after losing Housley and Anderson and Bailey Stewart to graduation, we believe that Corbin will be a contender there in the 50th district. Isaac Wilson has Kylie Clem coming back, Reagan and Izzy Walker, and Big Michaela Williams. She's so tall in there. They justifiably could be in the number 4 spot, but they come in at number 5.
Number 4, the Harlan Lady Green Dragons.
Well, you know, with Win and No scoring 35 points a game last year, what in the world are they going to be able to do this year? It'll be an amazing season for them, and they could be a team that you need to keep your eye on.
Number 3, South Laurel Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, South Laurel. They can both be considered the most talented players in Skeeter Mabe and Macy Messer. Don't overlook Aubrey Bundy and Bonaventura, as this is a team to watch closely. Keep your eye on Mabe. She could turn in an amazing season here in her sophomore season.
And number 2, Ronnie, the North Laurel Lady Jaguars.
They are the 2-time defending 13th region champions. They remain talented, are in contention for a three-peat. Don't think because they're 2, they're going to be 1. It's going to be back and forth all year. However, they will need to fill the void by Chloe McKnight, the big tall player we talked about. But they've got Murray State signee Brooke Nicholson along with Haley Combs and Claybrook, combined with a talented roster of young players. We talked to Coach Mahan earlier. They very well could three-peat in the 13th region.
And number 1, the Knox Central Lady Panthers.
Yeah, we talked to Miss Collins. She's a top player. She's expected to even have a stronger season with Hannah Melton, Timberly Frederick, Zoe Hamilton, Mackenzie Hensley, and Sydney Hurst. And then the transfer coming in from South Laurel, Shelby Mills. This could be the year that Knox Central finds themselves making it to Rupp Arena. They definitely want to make a deep run. So there's the girls, Mondo. We want to come back and talk about the boys' top 15 fine players and the top 10s in the region. But first, we need to take a timeout and get some sponsor time.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC, General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote. Thank you.
And you're listening to Martin's Peterbilt as they present the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network coverage of Inside the Huddle. Ronnie Smith with my buddy Mondo Sima. Mondo, let's dig right into the boys' top 15, finest preseason here, brought to you by Ambergy Photography.
Well, South Laurel's very own Josh Steele coming here at number 15, Ronnie.
Yeah, Josh came on strong last season. He finished scoring and rebounding well. He averaged 9.5 points, 5 rebounds a game, and there's a lot of people expect Josh to have a big season.
Clay County's number 2 and one of their best baseball players, number 14, Ethan Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson is one of the most underrated players in the region. He gets the job done. He averaged 8 points and 3 rebounds last year, but I think Ethan's going to be able to step up and have a great year.
Williamsburg's Andrew Smith coming in at number 13.
Yeah, he's one of the best post players in the region. He played a huge role in Williamsburg's success last year. He averaged 16.6 points a game and 8.5 rebounds a game. Look for Andrew to have a big season.
Bell County's Cameron Hall coming in at number 12, Ronnie.
Hall played flawless under the radar and flew very low last year, but everyone will take notice of him this year. He can flat out play. He averaged 16.8 points a game and 3 rebounds. He can pass the ball. He can shoot the ball. We look for Cam to have a big season there for Coach Sizemore.
Clay County's Jared Roark coming in at number 11.
Yeah, Roark can knock down the big shot and is one of the most versatile players in the region. He averaged about 11 points a game last year, but kind of like Ethan Jackson there, we expect him to have a great season.
There's our man Reggie Cottrell from the Harlan County Black Bears at number 10.
Man, one of my favorite players. He suffered that injury. You can see it there on his left hand. Just amazing. But he looks ready to go when the season tips. He joins South Laurel's Jordan Mabe as one of the best defensive players in the region and the state. And he can come up with some critical shots when needed. He only averaged 8 points last year, but remember, he was on a team with Maddox Huff and Trent Noah. He'll step up big this year and have a great season for the Black Bears.
Eli Petrosky from Coach Petrosky's Corbin Redhounds at number 9.
Yeah, he's the son of Coach Tony Petrosky. He's a great kid. He's a hard worker. He's not afraid to take the big shot when needed. He can shoot from the outside. He averaged almost 12 points, 7 rebounds a game. He is the leader of this team, along with the other seniors that'll be playing with him. Look for Eli to have a great season.
And from Pineville, Ashton Moser coming in at number 8.
He had a fantastic season last year, and he and Sawyer Thompson could very well be the top scoring duo again. He averaged 20.4 points, Mondo, and 7 rebounds a game last year, and he's back this year.
South Laurel's Colton Rawlings coming in at number 7.
He's very underrated. He's a hard worker. His engine never stops on offense and defense. He's not afraid to take that big shot. He averaged 14 points a game last year and almost 4 steals a game. Colton's going to have a big year for South.
And from Knox Central, Grayson Burton coming in at number 6.
He was the newcomer of the year last year as an 8th grader, Mondo. Averaged 15 points and 5 rebounds a game. Established himself as one of the best shooters in the region. He hit 79 3-pointers last year. He's number 6 in the region, and he's only a freshman.
Pineville's Sawyer Thompson at number 5.
Thompson is the Mountain Lions floor general. He can do it on offense and defense. He's a proven winner and looks to build on his numbers. He averaged almost 24 points a game. So with Moser and him together, that's close to 50 points a game, 8 rebounds last year. He's just a hard worker. Love to watch him play. Very serious about what he does. Well deserving to be in the top 5.
Bell County's, and Ronnie, this is Bell County's do-it-all athlete, Blake Burnett at number 4.
He could bowl. He could probably be on the fishing team. He could probably do whatever, but Blake Burnett had a great sophomore season. He averaged 16.5 points a game and almost 6 rebounds. He's a QB. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He can hit the ball. And now he can shoot the ball. Bell County is a team to watch this year. Blake comes in at number 4.
In North Laurel, Reese Davidson at number 3.
You know, he missed 11 games last year because of injury, but he still averaged 15 points a game, pulled down 5 rebounds. He had a great summer, has a lot of Division I teams looking at him. I look for Reese to have a great year for Coach Sizemore. Or excuse me, Coach Valentine, not Sizemore.
Number 2, our interview tonight, Maddox Huff, the 13th region's Jason Williams at number 2.
Hey, he's a big reason why the Black Bears won last year and made a win all the way to the state championship game. He's the best shooter in the region. Mondo, he shoots 45% from the three-point line. He had 105 three-pointers, averaged 17.7 points last year on Trent Noah's team, 5 rebounds a game. It's his team this year. Look for Maddox to have a big year.
Unbelievable. And at number 1, South Laurel and Coach Davis's Jordan Maid.
So proud of Jordan and what he's able to do. He can drain the outside shot. He can post you up. But I'm going to, he averaged 16 points, 5 rebounds a game. I love to watch Jordan play defense. He is a beast out there. He blocks out well. He blocks shots. He runs the floor. He's a Magic Johnson. You remember Magic Johnson, 6'8", 6'9", as a guard? That's the way Jordan is. And he's going to have a great season. He is our preseason number 1 finest player, brought to you by Keisha Ambergy Photography. Now, Mondo, we're going to go on and talk about the top 10 boys teams and what we think teams that are going to shine this year.
All right, Ronnie, coming in at number 10 is the Williamsburg Yellow Jackets.
They're the defending 13th region All-A champs. They've got a talented group raising up. Andrew Smith, Connor Saylor, and Cooper Pruitt returning. Look for them to have a big season.
Number 9, the Whitley County Colonels.
Coach Swords has made a significant progress. They've got back-to-back 20-plus win seasons, but he's got to replace 4 seniors. But he does have returning D. Parker, Bryson Mahan, Aaron Rowe, and Whitley County will be right in the thick of things. I think that may be a little low. I think Whitley County could be there right in the mix as the season progresses.
I like Coach Swords. He's a firecracker, Ronnie.
Yes,
coming in at number 8 is the Corbin Running Redhounds.
Well, how can you have Tony Petrosky number 8, right? You got to keep an eye on them at number 8. After guiding the team last season, they won the district championship. They made it to the title game against Harlan County. They're looking to go farther. They've got Eli Petrosky. Ryder Akins is a freshman. You've got Connor Middleton, Lucas Britton, my son, Connor Blackburn, Zach Reynolds, and young Dawson there. They're going to have great season. Dawson Farmer. And did have a transfer come in, not eligible yet. That transfer is able to play. It'll even help them a little more.
And coming in at number 7, the Pineville Mountain Lions.
Well, with Sawyer Thompson and Ashton Moser, they're going to average 50 points a game between them. Some teams don't score that many, Mondo. Look for Pineville to be right in the mix of things.
Yeah, number 6, Knox Central Panthers.
Yeah, Mitchell Madden had an impressive first year as the Panthers coach. He was the 13th region coach of the year. Grayson Burton is a freshman. And if you remember, there were times there they had 3 8th graders on the floor playing against Corbin last year. They were 22-10. I look for them to have a big year.
Number 5, the Bell County Bobcats.
Brad Sizemore, unbelievable, a region contender. They're ready to challenge in the 52nd district. They've got Blake Burnett. They've got Cameron Hall, Ethan Buell, Caden Huff, Jackson Thomas. They have everybody back from that team last year. They are one of the youngest teams in the region, and we'll see them around for years to come.
Number 4, the Clay County Tigers.
Yeah, with players like Aiden Grubb, Jared Roark, Ethan Jackson, Aiden Wagers, and Grayson Hooker. Coach Michael Jones aims to have his team a contender again. Hey, they're Clay County. They're always going to be fighting and doing well, and they're coming in number 4 preseason.
Number 3, the North Laurel Jaguars.
Yeah, looking at North Laurel there, they've got a great team around them. Nate Valentine's Jaguars, they had a roller coaster season last year, had a lot of adversity. They had lost 97% of their scoring, injuries, transfers. But despite these challenges, they continue to work their magic. They had 17 wins last year and one of the hardest schedules of anybody. But with Reese Davison, Cole Jervis, Jordan Rollins, Joe Smith, Cooper Elza, and R.J. Noble, the Jaguars are poised to make a deep run in the 13th region tournament.
Number 2, the runner-up in the state last year, the Harlan County Black Bears.
Yeah, they were only 1 win away from a state championship. Coach Jones has a talented group back. Maddox Huff, Reggie Cottrell. Look at him there. You can see his accident there on his hand. He's not afraid to show it. We just thank the Lord that he's able to play. J.C. Carter, Brody Napier, Cottrell and Carter are two of the most underrated players in the region. They were 34-5 last year, Mondo.
Wow. Coming in at number 1 is Coach Jeff Davis's, Ronnie, South Laurel Cardinals.
Yeah, they've got the top playmaker, Jordan Mabe. They've got Josh and Jordan Steele, Colton Rollins. They look to capture their first region title since 2016 when they had legendary Coach Steve Wright to lead that program. Coach Davis, one of my favorite coaches, love to watch him. He'll have his squad ready, and they are the preseason number 1 team.
Hey, great list of guys right there. Great list of teams, coaches. I mean, you know, man, this thing, you know, like Coach Jones said, could go either 6-7 ways, Ronnie.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting year. And there's one more thing, Mondo, we need to talk about. We need to talk about our pick'ems for the year. There was a group of us that got together every week and picked 6-8 games a week. And, man, it came down to the last week. But without further ado, Eric Dixon sponsors this, his law office. He and I lost in the final week of the pick'ems. And Mondo, you finished right behind Ronnie Boland, but ahead of Darren Spencer, who was at the bottom of the pack. But one win more than the rest of us. The winner of our pick'ems, Mr. John Crisologo, one of the best photographers in the 13th region. John outlasted all of us. He outwitted all of us. Congratulations, John, on being the pick'ems winner.
Yeah, congratulations, John. I'm going to say he's probably the most lucky, Ronnie, because, I mean, who does that? I mean, come on, man. I mean, hey, there was so much parity in these picks, and, I mean, it's just, you know, anything could go any way, even any week. So, you know, we just did what we could, and, you know, a lot of times, man, you just got to go with your gut and the teams in the region, and that's what I did a lot. So I'm okay with where I ended up.
Hey, we had fun.
We had fun.
Mondo, been a great show tonight. We had 2 legendary coaches, Kyle Jones, Eddie Mahan, players of the year candidates, and Maddox Huff and Miss Collins there for the Lady Panthers. What a great group of interviews we were able to have tonight.
Hey, I'm just looking forward to getting my feet wet here in basketball, and you know, I appreciate you leading the way tonight with that. And man, hey, we're gonna get better every week, and we're just looking to showcase these kids and these coaches and these teams here, you know, that we represent in our 13th region.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We will have a L4 Security 13th Region Media Network Game of the Week. DC Turner, Sean Jackson, and Brian Ramus. They will have those games with us every week. We'll have a Game of the Week this week. We'll put the schedule out for you just as soon as we can. And on behalf of my buddy Mondo Sima, it's been a long show tonight, but it's a great show. We were able to promote a lot of student athletes, probably mentioned over 100 players in the 13th region tonight, boys and girls. And that's what it is all about. So we'll be back on next Sunday night. It'll be the first week will be done. Harlan County and Corbin will have played by next weekend. And there's some great games and some great tournaments coming up, Mondo. It's going to be great.
Hey, you're the best at what you do. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you down the road.
Thanks, buddy.